Alright, what is up, YouTubes? We got another draft video for you, and we got a pretty good starting pack. Now we have a Mythic. We've got Neru Meha, Master Wizard, who is quite good. I think she's quite good. Issue is, she's obviously really good in a Wizard's deck. You're pretty much committed to blue because you're not splashing a 2 blue card. We got Premium Removal with Cast Down. Other great cards, Spore Ground Thallid, Foil Cloud Reader Sphinx, and an Eviscerate. I mean, there's a lot of good cards, but I think we go with the removal, and I think we take the Cast Down. It's really tough to pass an Eviscerate, and I'd love to play the Wizards deck, but I think we got to go with the removal. Alright, next pack. Got another good removal spell in Goblin Barrage. Call the Cavalry's been a really strong card. It's what ran us over. It's what we've used to run our opponents over. Personally, I like black-white as a pair, as I just so happen to have played it my last couple drafts. I like Goblin Barrage a lot. I think it might have the higher upside. Garn is also quite strong, but I'm not taking a gold card this early. I kind of just want to take Call the Cavalry, because we haven't passed any white either. Maybe if we can get some good white here, that would be nice. I mean, Progression Field's kind of playable, but I put it on the unplayable spot. Yeah, this pack's not really too obvious. You could take a Candle, but I don't think you want to take Candle's second pick. Garnet is a good pick, Goblin Barrage, but I think I'm going to go with Call the Cavalry. Wow, there must have been some really good stuff in this pack to have a Raph and a Sarah Angel still available. I think we just go with Sarah Angel. I mean, she's so strong. Raph is an incredibly strong card as well, but I think Sarah Angel's just too good to pass up here. What else are we leaving behind? A Chronicler, kind of. Sorcerer's Wand's not bad, but yeah, I think it's pretty clearly Sarah Angel. Alright, pick 4. Macy Unicorn's kind of a good sign that there's still some white coming. We got some decent black cards, Caligo Skinwitch and the Thallid Omnivore. So I think it's definitely between these 3 cards. I'm probably... Because the thought is, do you want to stay on your main color, which you don't really want to commit too early? The strongest card's probably Thallid Omnivore. Although Skinwitch, I've seen just win you some games, because if they're trying to play for that mid to late game and you just get rid of their 2 cards they've been holding on to, that's backbreaking. Thallid Omnivore can just be brutally tough to deal with. Macy Unicorn's just a really solid 2-drop. So I think it's more between the Caligo Skinwitch and the Omnivore. The Omnivore's not always great depending on the type of deck you're playing, so I think I'm actually going to go with the Skinwitch, because so far we don't have the super go wide strategy. Happy to see Gideon's Reproach. Always solid to get removal. Juggernaut is a good card, but I've just yet to have a lot of success with it. If you have Pegasus Courser, I think it makes it a lot better, because we can give it flying, and then it's not quite a detriment to get a bad trade. But for us, I think it's pretty obvious, just take the removal here. Okay. Knight of Dominaria is not bad, but I don't like the 1 toughness, because you can get really big blowouts, especially if they have fungal infections, which always makes me quite sad. I think Mason Unicorn's our pick here. Chainer's Torment, just a bad card. Sulphur Falls is a cool card. It's worth like half a ticket, give or take, but we're taking Macy Unicorn. Another Gideon's Reproach. Yes, I will happily take that. This is kind of telling me that white's a little open. I mean, we did see a Sarah Angel. This is our second Gideon's Reproach we've gotten. There's nothing else really too strong in this pack. Slam that. Another Trick. Okay. Now, Arcanist is an interesting card to see, because I think this card's quite good. I would rate it quite high, but I think Adamant Will is just honestly the best card in this pack. It's in our color. Perfect. Another Benalia or a Skinwitch. Wow. I think I'd rather have the Skinwitch than the Knight of Dominaria. Knight of Dominaria is good, especially if you play first. You get it out turn 2. You can get a quick 3-6 damage in, but Caligo Skinwitch I think is going to have a higher upside more consistently. We're not really historic, so Cabal Paladin kind of gets into that unplayable territory. I mean, it's a 4-2 for 4, which isn't bad, but you're just always probably trading off in a negative way. Rat Colony, not so much. Primordial Worm. You know, we'll take the Cabal Paladin. Okay, plenty of white. Sorcerer's Wand, I guess, you know, you could use it with your Skin Witches to just ping them for 2 over and over, but it's a pretty big investment. Power Stone Shard could work, but that doesn't really appear to be our deck. We appear to be pretty aggro, so I think we take the charge for the sideboard. Another Mace Unicorn, yes. Unwind. Sure. 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 Alright, who are we drafting with? Man, Bear, Pig. Ooh, from the UK. Alright, international talent. Arnus. Fusion DJ. Cool. Cool. No one that we recognize. Banfana 1. It's an interesting name. Alright, pack 2. We get an unplayable rare in Thran's Temporal Gateway. I mean, Danitha is just such a strong card. I'm a little bummed to pass Pegasus Courser, but I think Danitha is a pretty strong card for our deck. We do need to kind of start filling our curve out a bit more from that 2-drop spot. Danitha is quite good for that, so we'll pretty much just slam her. Wow, Arvad and Knight of Grace. That is somewhat of a bummer, because Knight of Grace is so good. Knight of Grace, Knight of Malice, the best 2-drops, I think, in the format. But Arvod's so strong. It's in both of the colors we have right now, and I think it's pretty hard to pass him up. Goblin Chain Whirler, I'm sad to pass you. I'm sad to pass a Thalid, but I think we just go with Arvad. Ooh, a foil Joda. What's up? Okay, I'm actually pretty happy to get Pegasus Courser here. Aven Sentry would be nice, but I think Pegasus Courser is just all around better than Aven Sentry. Yargle, not bad to see here as well, but we're not, I mean, there's some good green. Saphrid's nice. We've been seeing a decent Wizards deck go by us, so I'm sure someone's got it. But I think for us, best pick, Pegasus Courser. Wow, okay. Another Call to Cavalry, which we've seen just, if you get a couple of these out in succession, you just get such a board presence and such an advantage that it's hard to come back from. Although Evra can be pretty dominating. But I think I'm actually happier with Call to Cavalry, because we need to fill out our curve a bit more. I'd rather have a 4-drop than a 6-drop. I'd rather have the 2 creatures than the 1. Dark Bargain would be nice, especially a foil one, which makes it more likely to be drawn. I'm kidding, but we'll take Call to Cavalry. Wow, okay. Bayard or Urza's Ruinous Blast. Again, white appears to be quite open, which I am not upset about. But I don't think I'm taking Urza's Ruinous Blast here because I feel like we're going to be the aggressors. I'd rather take Bayard, because 1 is a legendary, helps fill out our curve a bit better. Awesome. Oh, super happy to see Blessed Light. That's a perfect card. We need more removal. We need something a bit more at the top of our curve. Just awesome card for us all around. Feeling pretty okay about this so far. 2 packs in. We've just got another white-black aggro deck. What did we do? Okay, so our first draft that we posted, we trophied, which was pretty awesome. I think that deck slightly overperformed. Second video was, again, white-black. That one underperformed because we had, what, History of Benalia. We had 3 Call to Cavalries. We had a Knight of Grace. I mean, we had a pretty strong deck, and we just had a lot of issues with our mana, and we ran into a deck that was just quite good. So Memorial to Glory, you know, is good, but it's just, to me, it's become actually less impressive the more I've just played in this format. Gideon's Reproach is tough to pass, but we do already have 2 Gideon's Reproaches and a Cast Down and a Blessed Light, and I think we just take the Sergeant at Arms because we do need to get some more creatures. It's nice to go wide. Yeah, I'd be super happy with the 3rd Gideon's Reproach, but I think we just take Sergeant at Arms here. And now this is the first pack we really brick on. Coldwater Snapper. I think I'm just not going to play Feral Abomination. It's a 5/5 Death Touch, which isn't bad, but I've never played this card. And Coldwater Snapper, I think is just a good card. And maybe if we end up getting something that has a splash in blue, that's a card I would consider splashing. So I'm going to take the Snapper. Flame of Keld. I think we take Tragic Poet. Who knows, maybe we get something worth throwing it in for. I don't think we need a second charge, but I think we could throw a... Actually, wait, we've got, what, 2, 3 legendaries? Maybe the Blessing of Belzenlock? It can get us a pretty good bump, especially if we get that lifelink. Maybe that could be a difference maker. Yeah, I think we'll take the Blessing of Belzenlock. It's for the sideboard. Who knows? It might not get played, but at least we got more options. Aven Sentry, yeah, I'm happy to see that. I could even see us taking Lich's Mastery here, but I think Aven Sentry is just the safer pick. Shield of the Realm. Nope, Cabal Paladin. I think I'd rather just take the Excavation Elephant. No, we've got 3 historic, so maybe if we end up needing a creature, Cabal Paladin wouldn't be terrible. Now let's take the bigger body. I'm going to take... Sure, we'll take the other charge. Alright, second pack did not go quite as well. We did get some strong cards. Can't lie about that. I mean, we got 3 legendary creatures. Our curve got filled out a bit better. Wow, look at this pack. For us, there's really not much exciting going on. We could take a Sanctum Spirit. We could take the Excavation Elephant. We could take another Pegasus Courser. And then there's a Dargaz. Dargaz. I don't think he's worth much. And we can't really splash him, which is a bummer. But I'm tempted to take it. I mean, I think the best pick for us is honestly Pegasus Courser or Urgoros. I think I'd rather take the Pegasus Courser, because Urgoros has just not been super impressive to me. But actually, with an Arvad, maybe we would be better off with Urgoros. Sanctum Spirit's been okay, but it's kind of fallen off for me as well. I think we passed the Mythic. Very sad to pass it. But I think we take the bigger flying creature. Squee. Ooh, another Call the Cavalry. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And an Eviscerate. That's tough. That's a bummer. So right now we've got 12, 13, 14 creatures with the Call the Cavalries. We do have a decent amount of removal, but I think if we stick with the removal plan, we'll be okay. Wow, Time of Ice is still here. Academy Drake. Squee. It's between Eviscerate and Call the Cavalry, and I think I just take the Eviscerate. And I think I get a little... Ooh, no, we take Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. Yeah. The fact that this is still here, that's really surprising to me. And with us having 1, 2, 3, 4 legendaries, I think that's definitely a playable card. But Call the Cavalry would be so nice. Yawgmoth's Vile Offering it's just too strong. It's a really high risk, high reward type card, but if you get it out, it can honestly swing the game in your favor. So I think we take the big card. A Naban. Wow, okay. Someone is going to have a nice Wizards deck out of this, but I think we take the Bodyguard. Bodyguard's a nice card, especially with what we have going on. If we get him out early, we're happy. We got plenty of mid-game targets for it. Yeah, I think we just stick with... Like, Benalish Honor Guard's actually not a bad pickup either because, again, we have a decent amount of legendaries, but happier with the Bodyguard. Oh, my goodness. There's a gift. A Teshar. Teshar's so good. Especially the fact that it can get us a little bit of advantage. We've got enough legendaries to... Or historic to trigger it. I think we're definitely happy with the Teshar. And we get a dual land for us? Some mana help? Sure. I could see taking the Trapper as well, but I think I'm happier with... Like, if this was our deck, I'd be happy with it. I think taking the land is the best grab here. I'm hoping we can get maybe 1 or 2 more playables to help everything else be a bit more consistent. That 3-drop spot is always tough, and I have passed a few decent 3-drops. But maybe we get something else? Question mark. I'm surprised 3 drafts in a row white has been so open. Okay, for this, nothing really too exciting. Actually, Guardian of Koilos could maybe work. Sure. Actually, maybe we want Short Sword. I think we want Short Sword. Short Sword can be nice, especially when you can get your 2/2s into 3/3 mode. And then you can power through those 2/3 blockers. That's a pretty nice bonus. And now we have more of a reason to want Historic. Like, that's a pretty nice play. Play Teshar, next turn play Short Sword, and then get back one of your 2-drops. We strike out a bit on this. We could take the Candle, though. Candle's a fair grab. Okay, oh wow. Sanctum Spirit Wield. I don't think we're unhappy playing it, throwing it in. Let's do it. Nothing too exciting here. Let's just take Slinvada. Nope. Okay, I think this is... Ooh, we could board the Weatherlight's not the worst card to see. Alright, I think we ended up with a fairly decent deck. I'm a little bummed that we have some double cost cards, but they're higher up in the curve. So hopefully we'll be okay, especially to have an isolated chapel. That definitely helps. All in all, I think we did a decent draft. I think we could have tried to force the Wizards deck, and it would have come out all right. I don't know if it would have been better than this, because I don't recall really seeing a whole lot of blue or red that we passed that was, you know, game breaking good. All right, we gotta make a jeez, we gotta make a couple cuts. Let's see what we do if and when someone picks that last card. Okay, so 26, we need to get 3 cards out of here. What are the 3 we get rid of? I think we get rid of... Got 2 Call the Cavalries, 1 Sentry, Sanctum Spirit. Our curve looks okay. I'm glad to have a lot of 2-drops. Maybe we do end up getting rid of the Adamant Will for a bit, just so we can see what our opponents have. Although we have 17 creatures, so we do have a lot in the creature department. And we've got some premium removal for sure. Happy that we got a Blessed Light. Alright, I think we get rid of... Do we get rid of a Candle or a Short Sword, or do we just get rid of both of them? I think we get rid of the Candle, because we have enough removal. I think removal is not in short supply for us. I think we get rid of the Short Sword as well. And then finally, I mean, we just got a fair good amount of creatures. But I took out the Sanctum Spirit and I put an Adamant Will in, because I think just generally that combat trick getting us out of a bad situation is going to be better than a 3/2 lifelinker for 4. And the 4 mana spot is always pretty filled in this format. So here we go, game 1, draft number 3, our 3rd black-white deck. What do we get? We're on the draw. We've got a 1 and a 2 and a potential 2-drop. I say we keep it. Let's just see what happens. Little flicker. There we go. Because we could use it on the Unicorn. for a turn 3 play. Ooh, why is this such a hard decision? Because if we play it right now, they may not have a 2-drop. If they do have a 2-drop, then we just wasted it. You know what? I think we wait. If we were on the play, then I would play it turn 1. But because we're on the draw, they kept 7. I'm guessing they have a turn. Yeah. Yeah, see, now we couldn't even attack. It'd be a terrible idea to attack into that. So, I think it was the right call to not play it. Now we can play Mesa Unicorn. Hopefully we get our 4th land. And then turn 3 we can just play Dauntless Bodyguard. Throw that on our Mesa Unicorn. Actually, if we get our 4th land, we may even want to wait and play it on Aven Sentry. Just keep being greedy. What else you got for us? Croson Druid, okay. That's not the most enjoyable of cards to see. So they're at 4 cards. If they go quick and aggro, like there's no way we're getting our Skin Witch out kicked. Especially at this rate. So I'm thinking we actually play the Skin Witch just to have a good blocker for the Croson Druid. Because I don't want to trade off my Mesa Unicorn to block a Croson Druid. That doesn't sound good. And if they end up going really wide, like the last white-green deck we ran into, and they start playing Call the Cavalries, at least we have a potentially solid blocker for the 2/2s. I'm not really too worried about getting poked down by this Sarah Disciple for 1 damage. Since we do have even a 2nd unicorn in our hand, we got lifelink potential. I'm just nervous about this 4th land. Knight of Grace, that's a good pull. There we go. We did it. We did it. Now I think we just play the Aven Sentry and say go. It's a bit of a stalemate. If they attack with the Sarah Disciple, I'm taking it. Because obviously they wouldn't attack into a losing situation like that, especially when I'm going to swing back next turn and even up the life. Are they stuck on land? Potentially. Ooh, see, that's a good grab. Good for you. I'm not happy about it, but it's definitely a good grab. Okay. I'm surprised they don't. Why not attack the Knight of Grace? I mean, I could triple block. But you still get to kill either my flyer or my Mesa Unicorn. Because if I double block, you kill the Mesa Unicorn and then the Skin Witch just doesn't do anything. See, now cast down I'd be excited for, but because I can't cast down this thing, whatever I cast down, they can bring back whatever next turn they have using their Teshar ability. So I think what we do is we play Bodyguard targeting the Sentry and then our Mesa Unicorn, and we just hope that we can get our 5th land for Sarah Angel. Because if we get Sarah Angel out, then we might really be in business. And we just say go. They're down to 3 cards. We're at 3 cards. I mean, they're about to draw their 4th, but let's see. Oh, they got a 3rd color too. That's, if they like just eviscerate something, that's not good. Although I'd rather they play the eviscerate now, or whatever, you know, vicious offering type thing, because that means they're not going to use it on our Sarah Angel. Or they just play a kicked Kavu. That's awesome. That's actually not bad, because that we can just cast down. And yeah, they can get it back, but then it's just coming back as a 2/2. Okay, you know what, let's... No, just because I don't want... If they do have something like an Adamant Will in hand, I don't want them getting to save that. And I think we keep this Skin Witch in our hand. Obviously, there's no rush. And I could attack with the Sentry, but that means I'm taking 3 in the air next turn. And I think I'd rather just hold off. I want to hold off because once we get Sarah Angel out, then we're really in business. And it's looking like we can go wider, but I don't know what other big stuff they have. I mean, they obviously have a lot of potential, being green-white with the black splash. Pegasus Courser, that's not a good card for us to see. There's a good card for us. Look how shiny it is. Alright, let's attack. I'm attacking because on the off chance that I can either kill the Pegasus Courser or Teshar, I'm going to be happy. They're just not going to block at all. And now we play Big Gun Sarah Disciple. Okay. Now that could be a problem in that they could triple block it and we're gonna die, but now they Blessed Light something awesome. That is a bummer. But do they want to race? It would appear so. Not really. Taking that conservative route, I get that. Maybe okay, well now that we know they have Blessed Light, we could have waited for a 6th land, like just played Call the Cavalry, waited for a 6th land, and then played Caligo Skidwitch. Now we really need our 6th land. I don't think there's any point in not playing this. If we attack with anything, it's going to die. Something's getting traded off for... Wait, actually, first let's just attack. No, because if we attack with our Aven Sentry, that's our only blocker. And we're going to lose that race in the air for sure. So let's just go... We'll go wide again. Muddy up the ground. And then hope that we can get our 6th land. Hopefully they just hold these cards in their hand. And then we can get maximum value from our Caligo Skinwitch. Or not. They got their own Sentry. Okay, we really need to get Urgaros down now. Just because we need more presence in the air. No attacks. See, I think they should be being a bit more aggressive, but I can't, can't force them. Yeah, just in case they have removal. I'm just making sure I hit it with Kicker. In case they have another removal, I'll want it out before I play Urgaros. A charge. Cool. That would have that could have been all bad for us, so. They're kind of in top deck mode. They have access to get one potential creature. Let's see if they just start drawing bombs off the top. Baloth Gorger. Okay, unkicked. At least that's nice. Ooh, Daneth is a good card too. So if we play Urgaros, basically it's going to end up trading with probably the Aven Sentry. I think so. But if we get lucky and we end up drawing our, say, Adamant Will or something like that. Yeah, if we had a trick, I'd feel much more, like I'd be happy to swing in with everything, and then whatever I can do to take out either their Flyer or their Knight of Grace, then we'd be all good. But having our own first striker will be pretty nice. And we gotta think, like, we could attack, but I really don't want to trade one of my only 2 flyers when they have the potential to have 4 flyers on offense. This is a riveting game. Yeah, it's definitely a bummer that they had Sarah Angel. Here's to hoping they whiff. Slimefoot. Well, that sucks. Now we need our removal. Definitely need our removal. We have so much removal in this deck. I'm just realizing we have not drawn any of our removal, and we had so much. What do they get back? Oh, they're Kavu, yeah. Yeah, Slimefoot's a really good grab for him, and that's a fine black splash. I don't blame him one bit for splashing Slimefoot. Makes me a little jealous. Another Call to Cavalry. We've got so many combat tricks. So much removal, and we haven't drawn any of it. Okay, what do we need? Gideon's Reproach would be sweet. Our own Blessed Light would be amazing. A charge. Oh wait, we didn't play the charge, did we? No, but I think we do need to throw the charge in this deck. They got 2 cards in hand, we got none. That doesn't make you feel good. Okay, they got 1. What could it be? Problem is, now they're going to start making 1, almost 2 Saproleans a turn. Yeah, I feel like we got maybe a draw or 2 to get ourselves out of this before it just gets out of hand. And if we draw removal, what are we getting rid of? That's awesome. Okay, what are you targeting? Probably targeting Urgaros. Perfect. Yeah, they got good cards. That's not what we need. Now we're just about to start getting whooped up on in the air. Are they attacking? Are they finally attacking? Okay, my thought is they have to have a trick. But we're going to try and kill the Courser. Yep. Here we go, Kokomo. We take a healthy 7. Yep, you got it. All right. Let's just go to combat and swing with everything. Because we lose next turn. Get that Saproling down, yo. Now we have the potential to gain 6 life here. We're probably not, because they're probably going to use the Knight of Grace to eat one of the life linkers, is what I would do. Yeah, I mean, there's no way we get out of this. I could just concede game. I should just concede game. I will just concede game. Can we even, like, how much damage do we even have on the board? 8, 10, 11, 12, 15, and 16. I mean, we were threatening lethal on the board. Surprisingly, they have more blockers than us. Okay, let's just go to the second game. Yeah, ours is a go wide strategy. Theirs is a looking like a better deck. Okay, I think something like a charge definitely helps us here. Yeah, if we just could have gotten more of our removal, I think we would have been golden. I think we throw the charge in. Yeah, but like, what do we take out? What do we... You know what? I don't think we take charge. I think if we just had something like any of our other tricks, we'd been fine. If we could have eviscerated something, if we could have played a Gideon's Reproach, Blessed Light, any of that stuff, if we would have been more patient and just kept Sarah Angel around when we could have protected her a bit better. But that's always tough because she could have sat in our hand for 4 or 5 turns. Fingers crossed. Come on, we can do it. Oh, that's a really... That's like an impossible keep of a hand. That's better. I mean, we have both colors, Gideon's Reproach. We're happy to see you, but we need land. Okay. I guess we've got a Gideon's Reproach in case they get something like stupid good out early. And we do have a lot of our flyers, which is nice. A compass, okay. So it's like in a way they mulliganed. We have no 2-drops though. Alright. See, that's a target I'm happy to play Gideon's Reproach on. We got a Yawgmoth's File Offering. Can we please just get that 4th land? Just need a 4th land. Here goes nothing. Okay, we did it. Whew. Fixer, what are you trying to... Nothing to fix right now. We're good. Waiting to pay cost. Is your cost nothing? Because, okay, that's not the worst card for us to see. Maybe they have nothing in their hand as well. Or they've just got all their big bombs. Daring Archaeologist. We like that card. Don't... Be nice to us, Daring Archaeologist. And the 2-drop Shauna. Hey, we got lucky though with our 4-drop. We did it. Oh my goodness. I can click. Okay, Aven Sentry. Now if we get that 5th land, we can play Teshar. We can kill Shauna and take their Knight of Grace. That's not a bad gig. Be in combat. I would 100% attack with Shauna. Yep. Eviscerate. That's not a bad card. Do we play our other flyer or do we kill something? I think right now I'd honestly rather play Teshar. Take the 5. No, we kill Archaeologist. What am I saying? Because doing that, now it lowers Shauna down to a 1. Archaeologist could have got out of hand. Because we don't know what else they have in their hand. It could be a lot more historic stuff. And I'm happy to take 1 damage versus 5. Ooh, they don't do anything. Okay. We do need another swamp for Urgaros. Here comes a combat trick of their own. No? Okay. Interesting. Now do we play... Well, we can't play Yawgmoth's File Offering, so... We're going to play our own Teshar and say go. Yeah, now I feel like if we could get our second black source for Urgoros, we'd be in a pretty strong position, because I think we can win most races having an Urgoros and Yawgmoth in our hand. Not bad, not bad. Swamp? Swamp. Yes, look at that. Sometimes it is much better to be lucky than good. Now, I also think, yeah, I think we play Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. We're going to take the Knight of Grace, because we're about to make it into a 3/2 first striker. Or do we want to have our own 4/4? Because it'll be a 4/4 once we play Urgoros. And I like the Knight of Grace because if they somehow have black removal, it's hexproof against it. I think that's what we're going to do. And goodbye, Teshar. Begin combat. Attack with all creatures. And what's nice too is if they play something that only pumps Shauna up back to a 2/2, they can't attack because we got the first striker. Pegasus Courser, good play for you. Good play for you. Keep. Begin combat. I want to keep... Oh, see, I could have played Urgoros first. But maybe it's... I'm thinking if they have a combat trick... I'm hoping they don't have a combat trick. Okay, they're down to 7. That's good. Main. Okay. But now if they have that Altosaurus and they can kick it, then we're going to be hurting. But what's good now is they're going to have to block Urgoros or else take some damage in the air. And I think I'm okay attacking with that. Ooh, okay, or we just win. Nice. That was like a perfect rollout for us. Great curve out. We got lucky on our land draws. Our opponent seemed to just stall out. I don't know what they had in their hand, but we were able to answer whenever they tried to develop out their board. Pretty ideal. But as long as I think as long as we get a couple of our 2-drops, a couple of our 2-drop tricks, a couple removal spells, and we get our flyers, we're gonna be okay. This is another mulligan. Man, we're just not having the best of luck with our 7-handers. Now, honestly, see this, I think we don't take the land from the bottom because we can cast everything in our hand. I'd rather have the gas, as it were. Alright, see this makes me nervous because our last hand that we had both Mesa Unicorns, they didn't do us much good. They didn't get to attack once. Adventurous Impulse, wow, okay. Did they keep a 1-lander? They couldn't have kept a 1-lander. Gross and Druid. Okay, there's no way they kept a 1-lander. And Cross and Druid just ruins everything for us. Although we have Gideon's Reproach this time, so at least we can get rid of their annoying 2/3 blocker this time. Yep. Attack. And I'm okay doing Gideon's Reproach here because unless they have another one, I think we're going to be able to start being a bit more aggressive than they are. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, no more land. We don't need any more land. We will attack. What do you think about that? They say nothing. And now we play Teshar because next turn, if I guess somehow our Mesa Unicorn dies, or we can attack into a beneficial trade type situation, we can attack with Mesa Unicorn and then play out our other Mesa Unicorn and then get our... Never mind. Never mind. They got it covered. That happens though. Okay. Now I think this, depending on what they, like if they have that Altasaur in their hand or whatever, we're going to be upset because we're going to need to draw our way out of that. But we've now got 6 power that all has lifelink on the board. So we're winning the race at this point in time. Maybe our opponent's flooding out a bit. I don't know. But my thought is they're not, if they're still wanting to race a bit. What are they going to play? Nothing big. Kick Sapling Migration. That is a little big. I think we play our own Aven Sentry here. Ooh, this game's on a knife's edge, people. They're drawing their big stuff. We need to draw more removal. They got 3 cards in hand and the ability to get another creature. That's not good. That is not good. A 7/6. I think we just chump block with the Unicorn. I guess we could have done a 3-for-1, but I don't think we survive a 3-for-1. So here's an interesting thought, is that we could cast down their flyer and then try and race. But I don't think we want to do that. I think we cast down the Kavu, because that can't really be chump blocked. And then we swing in with our Danitha, because that at least gives us a bit more of life buffer. They're not going to block with their Aven Sentry unless they have a stupid trick, which they definitely do. That's unfortunate. Okay, that may be the game. What would get us out of this? That is the question. I think we just have to take 7 here. And then next turn we can play Call the Cavalry and do the... It'll end up being a 2-for-1. Ooh, that hurts losing Danitha. Oh, that hurts so much. Alright, now we're hoping that this just doesn't get stuck in our hand and that they don't find their Altasaurus. What do they find? What do they find? Teshar, okay. Yeah, because they already exiled our Teshar, and we've lost Danitha. Arvad could save us. I forget what else. Just viewing sideboards doesn't help us with what we've got in our deck. They didn't attack. What? Okay. I guess they didn't want to attack because they don't want to trade anything off. Or they think we've got a trick. That's fine. Yes, let me draw to my outs, please. Or do you have your slime foot in hand and you just top deck the land you need? No attacks again. Why are you letting us... Okay, that's a big help. That's a big help. But what do we get rid of? So what do they have in their graveyard? They've got a Crossing Druid they can get back, which would be a pretty big annoyance for us. Their big 7/6 is quite annoying. The Aven Sentry I don't think is actually as big of a deal. I think we just get rid of Teshar, because that's going to start giving them... But, I mean, Teshar's only going to get Crossing Druid back, and that's not devastating. Maybe... No, you know what? We'll just hold off. Hold off. We'll see what they play. Because none of these threats that they have are game-threatening at the moment. Navigator's Compass gets their Crossing Druid back. Okay. That is nice for you. They've gained 6 life off. No, that was last game. What am I talking about? Ooh, they're trying to cast something. What is it? Wow. Wow. Jeez. They get Ancient Animus. Yeah, that's a card worth Blessed Lighting. Yeah, I think we just take the 7 again. Wow, geez, they got a strong deck. And we can't top deck what we need. That's probably game. That's a bummer. I think we could definitely win this if we could just get this Yawgmoth's Vile Offering down. They didn't attack. What are you doing? Oh, we got our Arvad. That's potentially our game saver right there. Now, if they've got like their own Blessed Light for it, although if they have like a Blessed Light, why not just cast it and just start swinging for the fences? We just need to survive the next turn, keeping Arvad around. Which means I don't think he can block at all, because if they have a combat trick, any combat trick, we're pretty hurt. But what do we target with Yawgmoth's Vile Offering? I wish we could target Demon Lord Belzenlock, but we exiled it. They got something in hand. We don't like it. It's big. It's really big. What is it? Son of a gun. Ooh, okay, kill, yes, yes. Do we die, though, in the air? No. But do we die this turn? No, I think we could life gain to sustain. We'll find out. They're going conservative. Yes, don't attack with the Kavu. Ooh. Y'all probably could have just won. Block. We'll just jump block. Actually, no, I think we life gain here. Yeah, like if you attack with everything, you win. I don't, unless you thought like Gideon's Reproach would save me or something. I don't know. GG. GG. Alright, let's see if we can have some better luck. Match 2. That is a negative Ghost Rider. We get to mulligan again. Man, this is just, it's just one of those drafts. You just, sometimes You get lucky. Sure, we'll keep you on top. Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna be instant aggro red deck. That is definitely looking good for our chances. There's always a bit of luck involved in Magic. And right now I'd say we're getting a little lucky because they didn't play a 2-drop, so... Okay, no more land, please. Let's get good cards. They... What? Oh, maybe they just have removal and they're like, I don't want you playing any cards. Don't worry, I don't have any to play. We're gonna be best friends. Ooh, you're splashing white. Or they splash in black. We don't really know yet. Aven Sentry. I've seen that card before. Where? Oh yeah, right there. Okay. Alright, deck. You can't like make us mulligan twice and then flood us out. Don't be that deck. Okay, we're not that deck. We're better than that deck. Except for when they Shivan Fire our Aven Sentry. See, like here, I say you take the 3 because us trading, having, I guess, a creature card in hand, like you gotta maintain some type of board state. Whisper's fine. I don't see them being in a huge token generation type deck. Plus, if they're gonna have removal for it, they're gonna have removal for it. But don't in a way let their creature be removal, and now you're just dead on board because you can't get anything going. You know what I mean? Alright, if we draw a few more good cards, I think we can pull this back in. We're obviously at a pretty big card disadvantage, having to mulligan to 5. The race is kind of on, but next turn we can just Gideon's Reproach that. And then if they're like, no, I'm going to bring it back with Whisper, I'll be like, great, Blessed Light. What else you got? Keldon Raider. Alright, depending on what we draw, we could have some interesting choices coming up. Are you milling a card? Get rid of their Joyrous Familiar. Okay. So I'm thinking they're splashing black? Oh, so we have 2 Gideon's Reproaches. Okie dokie. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to attack with all creatures. Why? Because we can Gideon's Reproach their Raider, and then next turn, or sorry, on their turn, we will Gideon's Reproach their Flyer. And on the off chance they just want to take all 7 damage, I'm totally happy with that. Now if they're crazy enough to play something like a Healing Grace, that would be a bit of a disappointment, but I don't think most people mainboard that card. So they're really treasuring this Whisper, so maybe we just end up Blessed Lighting that too, depending on how this next turn goes. Arvad, maybe we end up Blessed Lighting Arvad. Because right now they're not 2 for winning themselves for a Keldon Raider, that is for sure. And maybe we take the... Ooh, they're attacking with Whisper. I like that. I like that. Do I want to double block the Whisper? And then... So if I double block the Whisper, but then I'm just... No. No, I think we just Gideon's Reproach you and take 3. Danitha's a nice grab. I'm still happy racing right now. Now they have 3 cards in hand. We have 1. Obviously, we gotta hope that whatever they have in their hand just isn't quite as good as what we have in our hand. Candle. That is a good card to have. They can't activate it this turn unless they have a land in hand. No, okay. I want them to attack with everything. But they're just not going to. Alright, fingers crossed. Here we go. Ooh, a Bayard. Okay. This can be nice because if they want to use their candle, they can't attack us next turn. And again, I think we race. Even if they have like a run amok in hand, we don't die. And we can Blessed Light there. Ooh, they got something. Vicious Offering. Okay. Good call. Good call. Got their land though, so they can still attack and use the candle. Yeah, there would have been an ideal situation. Attack with your Aven Sentry. Use your candle. Had they not killed our Aven Sentry, I mean. They'd be at 6, and then we could swing for lethal next turn. Okay. Yep, respectable. What might have been the better choice? To Gideon's Reproach, their Whisper, or sorry, their Aven Sentry, and then Blessed Light Arvots, then all they had was Whisper out? No, that would have been way better. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, they have that. Concede game. That's an interesting deck. But we know they want to keep legendaries out. Hey, we get to keep a starting hand. That's always a bonus. Don't worry, our opponents will never mulligan. Now, I think we didn't play that perfectly. I think we could have planned it out a bit better. Yeah, because getting rid of Whisper, I guess, I just didn't know. I was waiting for them to do like a kicked Sergeant at Arms or something like that. And then they could just start getting back their big guys. Knowing that their plan was to just stall till Jaya's Immolating Inferno was a bit interesting. Begin combat. Yeah, this game we're definitely holding on to Caligo Skin Witch until we can kick it, if at all possible. No problems on mana, good for you. Deathbloom Salad, that's a good, yeah, that's a good card. Okay, no more mana, please. And I'm okay trading here because I mean, I'd rather just get rid of a 3-2 off the board than my 2-2. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Alright, so it looks like they're having no mana troubles. They're getting good cards out. Next turn, we keep up Gideon's Reproach for the dance. Why you do this? Okay, your turn. It's alright, they're going to have Adamant Will when they attack with their Danitha, and it's going to be awesome. Play a few things out. 2, 3. Keldon Raider. Get rid of that extra land you don't need. Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. See, I feel like if we play Skin Witch, they've got cards that they can discard that they're happy to discard. Do we wait until next turn? The greedy part of me is saying yes. Well, I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer. Like, if they have their bomb in their hand, they're not discarding it. So we have to get them to where they're at their, like, 2, 3 cards left. That's kind of like our only, yeah, it's really our only option. Taking 5 here, it doesn't feel good, I'll tell you that. And we're hoping we can draw our own Danitha, something like that. So we drew Danitha, we could play Danitha and Yawgmoths in the same turn. Ooh, what are they playing? They've got this stupid thing? Awesome. Yeah, we really need to draw removal now. Oh, wow. Speak of the devil. Oh, wait, I can't do math, can I? Yeah, I can't. Okay. We have to keep... I mean, if they have removal for Danitha as well, we're kind of done. But now we have to keep Aven Sentry back as a chump blocker, and that's always ideal. Okay, this could have just been a really big misplay by not playing the Skin Witch, and that could have cost us the game. We shall find out here shortly. Ooh, okay, well, no, we still lose. Yeah, I guess I should have just played Skin Witch. I guess it doesn't really matter. Jeez. Two cards in hand. If they're both creatures, maybe... Oop, Fight with Fire works too. And we still win. That's always frustrating when you lose, but there are definitely times we could have played better. Just got to try and learn from those experiences. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.